The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) says losses in recent attacks on some of its offices will not affect the conduct of 2023 general poll as scheduled. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu, speaking on Monday in Abuja, noted that the Commission can recover from all the losses, but stressed that the arsons are a source of concern and should not be allowed to continue. He maintained that INEC will continue to engage with security agencies to make sure that its offices, personnel and facilities are protected ahead of the election. Professor Yakubu, who bared his mind before a delegation of African Union Special Pre-Electoral Political Mission, further disclosed that 50% of non-sensitive materials needed for the election have already been deployed to locations.
I must say that in spite of the progress that we are making, the Commission is still concerned about the security situation generally in the country, particularly the incidence of attacks on our facilities. In the last 3 weeks, 3 of our local government offices were attacked in 3 different states of the Federation. And the last one occurred yesterday in the southeastern part of the country. Now, although there were no casualties, but quite a number of the materials already acquired and delivered for the elections have been lost. Now, the good thing is so far, we can recover from all the losses, but it's a source of concern. They shouldn't be allowed to continue. So we'll continue to engage with the security agencies to make sure that these offices, as well as personnel and our facilities, are protected ahead of the elections. It may be, we may express some concern about the attack on these facilities, but it will never deter the Commission from going ahead with the election as scheduled. So I want to reassure you that yes, we may suffer a little hitches here and there, but overall the Commission is required to proceed with the elections and to proceed in the manner that the law requires us to do, using the deployment of technology for the purpose of accreditation.
He re-emphasized that the deployment of bimodal voter accreditation system (BVAS) and INEC results viewing portal (IREC) for voter accreditation for uploading of polling unit results on real-time have come to stay. The INEC boss emphasized that so far all the political parties have confirmed that the technology is 99.9% accurate. In terms of disbursement of funds, Yakubu hinted that the Commission is in a more comfortable position than it was before the last election, adding that this is why the electoral umpire has recorded milestones.
You may have heard that unlike previous elections, where yes, technology was deployed, this time around we have taken it a notch higher. We are deploying the bimodal voter accreditation system. It's called the BVAS. What it does is to electronically accredit prospective voters using first their permanent voters cards to confirm the authenticity of the card. And once it is confirmed and we confirm the details of the voter, then we do the authentication using the biometrics, the fingerprint. Where it fails, we use the facial biometrics. So we have 2-layer biometric identification, and all these are supported and provided by law. Have we tried this in previous elections? Yes, we have done so. Fortunately, we have been conducting off-cycle elections. Between August 2020 and July this year, we have conducted elections for 105 constituencies, off-cycle and by-elections. And in quite a number of them, beginning with Isoko, South One State constituency in Delta State, we deployed the BVAS technology. And in major governorship elections, most recently Anambra, Ekiti, and Osun governorship elections, So we are happy that we have discussed this with the stakeholders. We demonstrated to them how it's going to work in the field, and we responded to the initial challenges and hiccups. And in the last 3 elections we have conducted, the machines have functioned optimally, particularly in the Ekiti and Oshun governorship elections. But one of the observations by domestic and international observers in 2019 is that INEC should be more transparent in results management, particularly the results emanating from the polling units. The polling units are the only places where elections take place on election day. What you have subsequently is collation of results from the ward to the local governments and to state level, and for the presidential election to the national level. So we have done something that has never been done in Nigerian elections by uploading the polling unit level results in real time on election day to what we call the INEC result viewing portal. And as I said, we have done so between August 2020 and July 2022 in 105 constituencies. So we are happy with the pilot that we have conducted. And these are results you can still view on the portal. And we kept asking particularly political parties to compare the results given to them at the polling units, the hard copies signed by their agents, and what we uploaded on the IREF portal. And we have been asking them if there are discrepancies. And so far, all the political parties have confirmed that it's 99.9% accurate.
Earlier in her remarks, the leader of the AU Special Pre-Electoral Political Mission, Mlambo Nkuka, said they were in Nigeria as partners on a supportive mission.
We are here as your partners to do a visit in order to ascertain for the African Union that you are on top of things as we anticipate the election. We would like to hear from you how much we are prepared for this exciting election, how much consensus is there and emerging on the electoral processes and the potential dialogue that you may need to encourage amongst the contesting parties as well as society. We would like also to know that the working relationship between yourselves and the contesting parties is proceeding as expected. We are also keen to hear about the role and contribution of civil society, women and young people in particular, which we know are people who are very much invested in the process and the outcome of these elections. But let me just emphasize the fact that we're here on a supportive mission, really, and we are very keen to ensure that we have the best possible, peaceful and credible process.
Mlambo Nkuka, a member of the panel of the WISE and former Deputy President of South Africa, added that the mission is very keen on ensuring that Nigeria has a peaceful and credible election process.